there is the Greek island of Rhodes. And this is my 66th Greek island. You'll find out which one it is very soon. Yassas Kalimera, good morning. How's it going? Today is Saturday, July 5th, 2025. Currently 86 degrees Fahrenheit, that is 30 degrees Celsius. Another amazingly sunny, hot day here on Rhodes Island, Greece. And once again, the incredible view of Lindos beach and town and castle on the hill there. An absolutely stunning sight that I've been seeing every day for the past 4 days. So rental car right there, 33 euros or $37 per day. I have checked out of my hotel and today am driving across the island of Rhodes. So I'm going to continue down that way. I'm not going to go into the town again. I've explored and filmed all around this area over the past 3 days, and so today I am actually leaving Rhodes Island. I am taking a ferry from Rhodes over to Halki, which is just a short 45-minute ferry ride away to the west of Rhodes. Now that ferry is not a car ferry, so I can't take the rental car on it. I will need to find a place to park the car somewhere near the ferry port there. And then I will go there for just one night. I have a hotel booked on Halki for tonight. And then I will come back on the ferry and pick up the car and then head back towards Rhodes town tomorrow. So this is going to be a really amazing day by the looks of it, because there's a lot to see between here and the other side of the island. I'm not going to be driving all the way south to the southern tip of the island. Right here we are basically about halfway down Rhodes Island, and then I will be going just like 20 minutes or so south that way, and then over the island that way, and visiting a few different really awesome looking places along the way. My ferry is at 4:30 this afternoon. It is currently just after 11 in the morning, so I have tons of time to explore. So let's get this journey going and see what we see along the way. All right, let's do it. Another day in beautiful Rhodes Island. There's the rental car. And just a short 10-minute or so drive south of Lindos is Lardos Beach. Looks like a nice one. Not too crowded. Looks like a mix of sand and pebbles maybe, and that water is looking amazing. So definitely going to find a good spot to jump in it at some point, but for now, going to keep on cruising this way. A little bit further down the coast, and then we'll be going straight up and over the island. And so this is Gennady Beach and Town. Fairly nice spot, not too crowded, lots of different stretches of sand to relax on. And this is the point at which I will head inland across the island. So I think that I will hold off on taking a swim until I get to the other side. And here's another long stretch of Gennady Beach with almost nobody on it. And I guess this is the town of Gennady. Not too much going on around here. But there is something to see right nearby of a historical nature that sounds like it's going to be quite interesting. So Gennady Beach is right down there. And here we have all of these different things to see. Castle, St. Nectarios, Museum of Asclepius, Dormition of the Virgin. So the castle is what I'm headed for. I don't know about the other ones. We shall see if we end up stopping at them. But I stopped here because of this. Quite possibly the most beautiful bus stop I've ever seen. Welcome to Asclepius. The castle is Asclepius, so I guess that is this area. Maybe that was the ancient town. A nice deer, pretty sign, and then really nice beach scene here. There's just one thing missing. A bench. Would you rather have a nice painting or a bench to sit on? That is the question. And so look at this. This is not the castle. It is going to look very different. I had seen on the map there was a castle hotel or castle studio, something like that. So that must be what this is. Very gaudy looking, but I guess kind of referencing the ancient castle. We shall see if the shape of the old castle bears any resemblance to this one, but that would certainly be an interesting place to stay, especially assuming that that is a room, which it looks like it is there. I can see windows on both sides. Looks pretty nice. And there is the castle.
Take the next right, then turn left.
Not an especially big one, quite ruined looking, but looks interesting and should be some nice views from up there. Well, I'm not quite sure how to get up to it yet. So before attempting that adventure there, going to have some lunch. And here's lunch. We got cheese, crackers, yogurt, pistachios, olives, and halva. That all looks good. And so there was actually a road going all the way up to the castle that I hadn't seen. Out there is the town of Asclepius. The Aegean Sea stretching to the east towards Turkey and the Greek island of Castellarizo, which I haven't been to yet but really want to go to. And here is the castle of Asclepius, built in 1479 by the Knights of St. John. And I guess it is just open all the time. No entrance fee or anything. Yeah, it is not too big. But what a view. This is it. A cute little castle. And what is this? A cistern, perhaps? I can't quite see the bottom. There it is. Okay, now time to start the journey heading over the island. And looking forward to a swim on the other side. This is Vati. Looks like a very sleepy little village. Very different landscapes here. And out there we can already see the sea. And here is another little village, not sure of the name of it. Again, very, very sleepy. Are there any people about? And that is where we're going. Monolithos. Alright, the center of town it looks like. A couple of restaurants. Good looking food options. Such varied landscapes here. It changes every few minutes. It really feels a lot like various places in the US. This could be somewhere in the West, in Idaho or Nevada or California. Here we are, Monolithos. I'm not exactly sure what there is to see here. A windmill, by the looks of it. Other than that, let's find out. Christo's Corner. Monolithos Castle, okay. There's that. Okay, well, let's just head for the castle. Sounds like a good enough plan. And look at that. I'm not sure yet if that is the castle, but it must be. Wow, it looks absolutely phenomenal. with a little white church in the middle of it. Whoa. That is definitely something kind of different. All right. That is a very good sign. Forney Beach. I am ready for it. Looks like this one is free as well.
Adaś, nie bądź spokojny, to jest na przód.
Man, the sun around here is bright. And the rocks are slippery. Okay, so I guess that's honky out there, although that looks too big. Those are like big mountains. Maybe it's more up there, out of sight or something. It's a 45-minute ferry ride. I have, I think, a couple of hours until the ferry goes. So I got some time, and I'm going to make use of that time in the water. Looks like probably a much older church there than that one. Looks like you're not allowed to go right up to it, which is too bad because it looks like a great view from inside there through the other side. So that could be Carpathos, which I have been to, and then Crete beyond it. All right, let's keep on cruising and get in the water. Well, I lied. I decided to skip going down to the beach right near that last castle and get the drive done to where I will catch the ferry. And on the way, here we have another castle. So I guess that it is a castle kind of a day. I have about an hour until the ferry departs, and so I don't have a whole lot of time left, but I'm hoping that at least there will be a decent spot near the ferry port where I can jump in the water. I'm getting very close. This is Cretinia Castle, and it looks more spectacular than the other two. Bigger, it seems. And it looks like this one is also free. Maybe not always, but today. Alright, nice one and great view. So, I did see the island that I'm going to today of Halki. Now I think that it is out of sight once again. Where I was at the last castle, you couldn't see it because I guess Rhodes was in the way, because it is much, much closer than what I was seeing. The island that was far away, that I believe must have been Carpathos. Here you can see more islands out there. I'm not sure which ones those are, but those aren't Halki. Halki is very, very close. We'll see. Maybe we can see it from up here. And boom. There it is. Not there, not there, not there. And maybe not there. I think that it is the furthest one away. But it is actually pretty mountainous for being a quite small island, but it isn't teeny tiny. The top of the castle. So what was this room exactly? I guess maybe the lookout, looking out that way or something. Wow, just stunning views. And as always, so intriguing to see the other islands when you're on one of the islands and imagine which ones they are. And I'm not sure if I've been to all of those, except I probably have, because I've been to almost every Greek island at this point. And the ones that I haven't been to are not near here, but there are, you know, little tiny uninhabited ones that I haven't been to. I haven't been to any of those little ones there. And I'm not sure if the ferries even go to these other ones. Halki might be the only inhabited island of all of these here. So let's see, what else would be out there? I think Chilos, Nisseros. Could Anafi be within sight? I think that must be too far away. Crete, but I think that it is quite a long ways that way past Carpathos, so probably couldn't see Crete from here. Yeah, not exactly sure which islands those are. All right. That is likely where I'm going now to catch the ferry, and I do see sort of a strip of sand, maybe pebbles, no umbrellas or people that I can see at all, so hopefully an okay spot to get in the water. So that's where we are on Rhodes Island. There is Halki, where I'm headed. There is Carpathos down there, so that is definitely what we were seeing from the other castle. And then out there is Telos, there is Nisseros, there is Simi, and then the rest of this is the mainland of Turkey and then Kos Island there. And then look at this amazing mural. The goat man, it looks like. Is that Pan? And goats. And a castle and some kind of drink. So this is Camiro Scala, where the ferry boat leaves from. I'm going to head there first, confirm that I'm definitely at the right place, and I might need to get a paper ticket. I bought my tickets online, there and back tomorrow. Hopefully the car is waiting for me there tomorrow. Alright, so I got my printed out tickets. Yes, this is where the ferry leaves from. And at this point, I'm basically out of time to swim. I could do a very quick dip, but not really in the mood for the hassle of the changing into the swimsuit and yada yada. So I am just going to get down to where the boat is leaving, get over to Halki, and then we'll see, maybe get a swim in there. It should be nicer anyways. There's sort of a little beach here, but not much of one. This is a cute little shop built into the cliff here. 3010-1963. I think it's a gift shop. Likely it wasn't a gift shop when it was built. Maybe some sort of fisherman's shed. Okay, which ship is it? 14 euros each way, about $16-17. And looks like that is the ship. The Aegean Gem. Yes.
Which one?
Gabriel Morris.
Okay, welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Your name?
Second, Adrian. My name is Adrian.
Edra?
Adrian.
Adrian.
Adrian, yes.
Great.
1 second, because I'm waiting for someone.
No problem. No hurry. And this is Halki, Greek island number 66 for me. Amazing. This town is so dang beautiful. This is the only town on the island. As you can see, quite big mountains here. There are no rental cars. You can get around by taking a taxi to the beaches, but for this evening, it is now like 5:30. Then I will just hang out right around here. So here is my room. 81 euros, $95 US, and this was the dirt cheapest thing available, but quite nice. And so just one night, and then we'll be taking the ferry back tomorrow at 3:30 in the afternoon. So let's get out of here and go see a little bit more of the town. Alright, so I'm poking around up here first, going to try to get some sort of a viewpoint, get a perspective of the island. It reminds me a little bit of Hydra Island, Greece. The main town is a little bit similar. They both only have the one town. Now, they do have taxis and cars here, whereas Hydra is an island where all wheeled vehicles are banned. So I went to Hydra, I think 2 years ago, with my bicycle. And I mistakenly thought that, okay, cars are banned, therefore bicycles must be welcomed, and got off the ferry and was approached by a policeman who said, bicycles are banned as well. What you can do is lock it up here in town and then take it outside of the town, and from there feel free to bike around with it. So at least they let me do that. All right, we have a little pathway here going up to the top of that little hill. So oh, attention, do not approach military area. Scratch that plan. Okay, well, let's just head back into the town. I don't want to walk back down that way. Now I'm seeing it's all military stuff. We have like jeeps and military vehicles and stuff like that. So I don't want to go down this side and have to come up a hill when I am pretty wiped out. And I really, really, really want to take a swim. I'm so hot and sweaty. So let's wander through the town and try to find somewhere to jump in the water. It's got to be possible. Looks like a number of nice looking restaurants. Oh man, that water is so incredibly clear right here at the port. And that is a tiny little uninhabited island. And beyond that, of course, Rhodes. This is really one of the prettiest Greek towns I've seen. Got a little fisher dog. And look at that, they get the big ships as well. Blue Star Chios. I need to go to Chios, another island that I haven't been to yet. Okay, heading to the end of the town this way and hoping that I might find a good spot to get in the water. Here's actually a ladder going in, but in the shade here. Okay, a few ladders to get in and out. Okay, I think this spot is going to have to do. There's even a shower. That's nice. But no ladders to get out. Just these super sharp Greek rocks. Feels so good. And it is so crystal clear. Goodbye, Blue Star Ferry. Chios, I hope to see both the ship and the island sometime in the near future. We shall see.